I am visiting with Tony Brinker, who has launched something called One Community. Tony, everybody knows you, and especially the work with Blue Shield, but now Operation Blue Shield. But One Community expands that.
Shaun, the community is as important as our first responders. So the goal, mission, and vision of One Community USA is to bring both sides together in community engagement programs that allow people to be heard and their message to be valued. Our programs, which we have about 12 of them, they interconnect and each one builds on the other one, i.e. you build one community.
Sergeant Munoz and Sergeant Deason, both retired from Dallas Police. You are kind of taking this to the streets, if you will.
In an African-American community, with the first responders, unfortunately, it's a very fractured relationship. So my program, which is Shop Talk, goes into the backyard to the heartbeat of the community, which is barbershops and beauty salon in the African-American community. And what we do is take first responders in there, and we have open line of communication.
I think it's important that we go into where they're more comfortable having those conversations with our first responders. We go to the room, their houses, their churches, their rec centers. That you build those, you can just stigma the culture of the first responders that we're here to help them out. I think moving forward for the future, that's what we continue doing this. And we're excited.
Well, there's another gap that we have to talk about it. And while you guys are addressing things on the front end, there's also the gap of folk when they get out, when they come back to community, come back into society. And Jeremy Lampier, that's where you and Pathways to Hope come in.
We're a mentorship-based diversion and reentry program. Uniqueness is that our cohorts are made up of 50% veteran and 50% civilian inmates that are currently incarcerated. So we'll go in while they're still incarcerated and we'll establish a relationship with them. Once they're admitted into our program, we will start a 40-hour intensive work readiness pre-vocational workshop. They'll be released back to their homes, and they will begin an 18-month program with us that will stay with them every step of the way.
James Malakoff, as the Chief Development Officer, tell me the big vision and how you develop that moving forward with this project.
Well, it's a very exciting project, Shaun. This is really big, and its genesis is here in Dallas, but it is certainly not staying in the DFW Metroplex. We're receiving inquiries from cities across the country. There's a tremendous need for what One Community brings, and we are just excited about growing it.
Tony, I understand also that both the NFL and the NBA have kind of talked to you about maybe partnering with you in some way to do some kind of community work.
They have, Shaun, and that it gives me a great deal of encouragement. All these players then have a way to take their money, put it into a program that actually does change the community from within. Our goal here is to make sure that people understand that every voice counts, every opinion counts. It's collectively how we work it out together.
I thank you for being in this conversation, but also for the work you are doing for One Community across communities. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Shaun.
Thank you for having us.